Hey, what's up guys? Have you ever seen an empty tag in a React code or a fragment tag like this and this? This is called React Fragment, and in this video we are going to understand this concept in React.js. So without any delay, let's start this video. So first of all, let's understand this concept with a problem. For example, this is our component which is importing two components inside this. And now in the end, it have to return these two components in it. For instance, let me remove this fragment tag. And now let me run the application by typing npm run dev. If you can see my screen, my application is running, but I'm seeing this error, which is saying adjacent JSX elements must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. Did you want a JSX fragment? So it is suggesting us a fragment. But let's suppose you solve this problem by an empty div. Let me create an empty div here. And again, I will refresh. So you can see that my problem is solved and error is gone. The reason we are not seeing any output is because after this return statement we need to put this bracket here and semicolon in the end. Okay, if you see again that there are some errors in my console. So first of all, I will remove this grandchildren, and from this children we need to remove everything so we can simplify our component, so we can avoid these errors. I will also remove this grandchildren from here. And now you can see that the data and the text inside my children component is displaying. And for instance, I have created another component in my app.tsx, and now simply I can use this inside my app component. But now the question is, if we can solve this with an empty div, why we need to use a fragment? So now to answer this question, we need to see the console of our application. So suppose this is our app. I will refresh children and my B component. Let me also turn this to H1. So now this is our application. Let me zoom in. I will right click and click on inspect. If I show you my console, so this is our root level div which is provided by React, but these are the HTML or JSX which is returning by our two components. But here if you notice that we have an empty div, but if instead of using an empty div we will use a fragment, you can see that this is a shorthand way of writing a fragment. But now if I will save and refresh, and now if you notice that inside our root we have our direct children components, which is children and my B component. So these both components are directly inserting under the root div. So obviously when you will write some CSS for flexbox items, so this is very useful if you will insert some empty divs inside your component, so maybe the results would not become what you will expect. So this was the shorthand property if you want to use fragment. For example, let me type here import fragment, and let me remove this that I was already. So you need to import the fragment from React and JSX runtime, and now you can place a fragment here. Let me copy and paste here as well. And now if I refresh, so you will see that there is no difference in our output. But obviously this can do some more stuff which these empty divs cannot do. For example, if you want to pass some props, for example, if you are writing this fragment in a map, let's suppose you have an array here like products is equal to like element A and element B, and now for example you are mapping this array here. For example, let's suppose map. First of all, we need to type this parentheses so we can write our JSX inside this map, not directly map but products dot map. And let's suppose inside this you are returning some JSX, and now React will expect a key here. Key is equal to a unique ID. Let me directly type here 32. Okay, just ignore this errors, just understand the concept. So for example, you are using this fragment inside your map function, and now react.js will expect a unique key for each item. Either that can be a product key or something else. But now if you will use these empty fragments here like this, so now you can not pass this props like this. So if you ever face this type of scenarios, you will require to properly import the fragment from React JSX-runtime, and then you should use the properly fragment keyword. So friends, this was the overview that what was the problem when we do not use the React fragment, and what is the definition of fragment, and what are the benefits of React fragment. And obviously we have learned that where we can use the shorthand property of fragment, and where we can use the proper import fragment from React, and then when we should use that. So I hope that this video will be helpful for you. If you have any question, you can ask us in the comment section. We will try to answer your question. And finally, thanks for watching.